Peace and blessings, beautiful people.
Peace and blessings.
This is Empress Imani
and Empress Alisa.
And welcome to this episode of Sacred Love Lessons. This episode of Sacred Love Lessons is brought to you by sacredloveshop.com. Sacredloveshop.com, where you can find spiritual tools to help you in your everyday life. So today we want to talk to you about 3 ways to empower yourself. Today is the 9-9 portal, and the 9-9 portal is all about completing karmic cycles, releasing those things that no longer serving you, and just closing out things and completing things that need to be released from your life.
Those 3 ways that we're going to offer to empower you are going to be ways to help you as you walk through this portal to the other side and look for your happiness, joy, and everything else that's on the other side for you.
Okay, so the first thing is you want to listen to your inner voice. This step is so important. There's so much noise out in the world today. And then, a lot of times we think that we need someone outside of ourselves. We look for answers. I used to do this, not anymore, but we look for answers outside of ourselves for someone to tell us, like a guru or some kind of coach or advisor, someone to tell us what to do. But really, everything that you need is already inside of you. There's nothing that no one else has that you do not already possess. So the first step is to listen to your inner voice. And the one way that you can listen to your inner voice is through meditation.
Yes, and listening to your inner voice is your intuition. It's something that was given to you by God, and you've heard the words trust your gut. That gut, that feeling, that uneasiness, that's your intuition, and you need to get quiet somewhere and gain clarity on what you need to be doing. No one else can guide you and lead you in your life. It's your intuition. It's your inner voice that is your guide.
Right. And if you're unable to hear that, let's say, you're a newbie and you've never listened to your inner voice before, I would highly recommend that, one, you just get quiet, get still. Like turn off the TV, unplug your phone, turn off your computer, and just get somewhere where you can just get quiet and get still. Now, this may be a little challenge for you. If you're new to this, it may be a little challenge to quiet your mind. But as you continue to go through this exercise, your mind will begin to quiet itself. And if you can't quiet the mind initially at first, then maybe turn on some music. You can find music on YouTube that's for meditation, right? That will help you calm the mind.
Well, what it does, because I'm one of those people where my mind is always racing and I have thoughts all the time, but I'm able to meditate when I listen to soft music and I focus on the music. And then the next thing you know, my mind is quiet and I can hear my intuition. I already know what questions I have and what's going on in my life, but I can hear the voice. I can get my clarity and I can get my answers that way to move forward with whatever it is I'm going through at that time.
Now, I know sometime for me in the past, what I've done is when I needed clarity, I would ask myself the question and then I would just get still. Mm-hmm. And then from a spiritual perspective, sometimes I would say, Holy Spirit, reveal to me those things I need to see. Yes. Show me what I need to see, and then get still.
Yeah, and my question that I always, what is it that I need to know? Whatever it is out there, I might not know the answer or what I should do. What is it that I need to know? Because what I need to know is going to help guide me and lead me. And so I get still, like she says, and I listen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then I would say, you guys know I'm real big on the who am I affirmations, right? So one of the who am I affirmations is I am clarity. And that's something that you can say, you can use that as a mantra. You ask yourself, who am I? Your higher self is going to respond to you. I am clarity. And you say that out loud. Who am I? I am clarity. Then when you get to a more advanced level, or even now at a novice level, you can say, I know the next most appropriate steps to take in every area of my life. I know the next most appropriate steps to take in every area of my life. This is a mantra that I say every day.
Yeah.
Without fail, I chant this every day. I know the next most appropriate steps to take in every area of my life. So that's number one. Listen to your inner voice.
Number 2 is to speak your truth. And speaking your truth has nothing to do with the truth outside of you. Your truth belongs to you. It comes from first knowing yourself, knowing who you are and what you're all about and what your gifts and talents are. So you really have to be clear on who you are. And in every moment, you stand tall in who you are and speak your truth.
Right. And you may want to go back to step 1. If you don't know what your truth is, one way to find out what your truth is to go through the Who Am I exercise. Who am I? And then in that, you begin to affirm yourself. I am self-love. I am self-trust. I am intuition. I am clarity. And you just go through that process until you know what your truth is. And innately, you know what you like. You know what you don't like. Be honest with yourself during this process.
Yes, being honest with yourself and knowing exactly who you are and what you want from your life, what you want to do, and not looking to others and not looking to please others, knowing your own truth and live by that. Stand in your own truth at all times.
Yes, and let's just take a sidebar right here, because I know a lot of times people come from, families where there's a strong biological family presence there. I come from a very large family, but ever since I can remember, even as a child, I was that child that was always the odd person out that just really didn't quite, I was always willing to go on my own and do my own thing, and I was always different from the family unit. So it was easy for me to follow my own path. Like, I've been out on my own since I was 18, pursuing what my dreams were and what they are today. But I know a lot of times you have people who stay close to the family unit and they do whatever their parents say or what the family tradition is. I know some people do whatever the church says or whatever religious organization says, but that may not be what you want for you.
What you want for yourself. That's the important part about personal growth, is that you're obligated almost to separate yourself from all of those other customary norms of following the leader, so to speak.
Yes.
And you start to listen to who you are, find out who you are, and stand in that. You can easily say, I don't like that, and stand on that.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be to please someone else.
Yes. So in this part of the process, you really want to focus on, your likes, what it is that you like, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Mm-hmm. What is it that you see for yourself? What vision do you hold for yourself? And that's what you want to really focus on. Mm-hmm. Number 3, you want to set healthy boundaries and say yes only when you want to say yes. I know a lot of people will say yes when they want to say no. Mm-hmm. Okay, every time you say yes when you want to say no, that is an act of violence against your soul, against the fiber of your soul.
Yeah, and when you understand that no is a complete sentence, you're not obligated to give anyone any justification or explanation. No is a complete sentence. If you don't want to do something, don't do it.
Yes.
Healthy boundaries equal peace of mind. You won't end up with resentment. Mm-mm. You won't end up with anger. You won't end up with feeling as though you're being used or guilty about something. What you'll have is peace of mind when you set those healthy boundaries and only engage in things that you actually want to do.
Yes, I know in the past, I did not have healthy boundaries. I'm such a giver, and shout out to all those people where you just have a giving spirit. You are very kind, mm-hmm. and you want to help people. You want to serve people, and innately, that's who you are, right? I'm that person. but I did not have healthy boundaries, and oftentimes I felt like I was being used. My kindness was being taken for weakness, that I was being taken advantage of. People were not reciprocating the love that I was sharing, the kindness that I was sharing. I drew in a lot of people who just predatory. They just came into my life to take from me, and then once they got their cup full, they would leave. And then I learned how to set healthy boundaries. I learned how to block people, and I highly recommend that you do that, whether it be on your phone, on social media. Just, you can block people, and that is okay.
Yeah, the block button is real in real life.
Yeah, and you can delete people out of your life. And my thing is, if I block or I delete you on social media, oh, that's in real life too. That means that if you see me on the street, just pretend like you don't know me, because the block holds true in real life too. And then another thing that I started doing was I started focusing my energy and my resources, my money, my time, my energy, my attention, my love. I started focusing that on myself as self-love. I am self-love. I am self-care. I am self-nurturing to fill my own cup. And that's also setting boundaries, reserving space for you first, filling your own cup first. And then if you still want to serve outside of that, serving people from your overflow, because I still serve people. I still help a lot of people. Yes. I still donate to causes and things like that, but I do it from a healthy place now, to where I make sure my cup is full. I make sure my wife goddess is taken care of, that our home is taken care of, and I don't let anything that's in conflict with that come between with what we have going on, what we're doing, and how I need to show up for us first. I show up for myself, I show up for my wife, I show up for our home first, and then outside of that, whatever I have left over, I'm willing to serve humanity.
Yes, because we're not saying that this is a selfish thing. This is very selfless. In order for you to be a good giver, you have to take care of yourself first.
You have to be able to receive.
You have to be able to receive it, and you have to be able to take care of yourself and know what it feels like to have healthy boundaries and peace of mind.
Yes.
I'm a very generous person. I'm a very giving person, and I love love. So I offer those things freely, but I also know how to set up that boundary and say no. Yes. When a person is not in alignment with what I am trying to do with my life and what I believe in.
Right. And once you get to a certain point in this exercise, setting boundaries, especially if you are a person where you're just, say you're at just 0.0, you have no boundaries, right? And you felt like the old me felt, right? If you're in that place, start small. The first thing that I would recommend you do, those people you want to block out of your life, go through your cell phone. Either block them, delete them. Do that first, okay? I block people. The second thing, go through your social media. Do the same thing on there. Block, delete, whatever you need to do to get them out of there, okay? Then start focusing on yourself. Start, what is one thing that you want to do where you want to say you want to have fun? I am fun, right?
Yes.
Do something that's fun. Tap into your inner child and go do something that's fun. If you like going to the spa, go to the spa, or whatever it is that you like that brings you fulfillment, do that. And even if you just feel like, because some people feel guilty going through this process.
Yeah, like I was saying, it makes it seem like it's selfish when it actually isn't. You have to be happy within yourself to even offer happiness to someone else.
To share
in your happiness. You already have to be happy.
Right.
You already have to have that peace of mind.
Right. Yeah. And you have some people that are predatory, okay? And I'm speaking from experience. You have some people that are predatory that will see your light. They're like a moth to a flame. They will want your light. They're not able to generate that light and that happiness within themselves, and their energy vampires. So what they'll do, you're just over there shining all bright like a diamond and glowing and giving off energy. They'll come over there and they'll suck you bone dry and then leave and go on to the next source.
And that's where the healthy boundaries come into play.
Right. So that
there.
won't happen
Because
to you.
when you recognize that someone is not reciprocating in any way all of the love and light that you're showering,
cut it off.
To me, that's immediate. I've always been this way. You immediately cut off. You immediately cut off.
Cut it off.
And I don't go back.
Yes.
I just don't look back.
Yeah, we ain't no go backs. Ain't no take backs. No refunds.
When I see it, that's it.
Yeah, no backsies. We don't do backsies over here.
No backsies.
Yeah. So that's our 3 ways for you to empower yourself as you go through this 9-9 portal. We hope this episode has been of help to you. Please remember to share this with your family, your friends, and on your social media.
The 3 ways that we would encourage you to empower yourself as you move through this portal is to listen to your own inner voice,
to speak your truth,
and to set healthy boundaries and say no and mean no.
Yes, no is a complete sentence.
It is.
So those are the 3 ways that you can empower yourself as you go through this 9-9 portal. Don't forget to go over to sacredloveshop.com. sacredloveshop.com, where you will find tools for your spiritual and personal development. And until we speak again, be the light.